Gina Blenis, and I am a project manager and building conservator with Mesick, Cohen, Wilson Baker Architects in Albany, New York. First, we start to look at the evidence that we can see, and we can determine that the period of the staircase as it exists dates to the colonial revival period, and that is the Park period in 1916. We can tell that this is not of the right period for Emily Dickinson. And we began to take a look harder at the evidence. We thought that the entire staircase was later period, dating to 1916. But upon closer inspection, we start to see evidence that shows us that there were a different riser and different treads than what's here now. And we were able to determine that the skirt board that's on the outside face of the stair is actually original to the 1855 period. The balusters and the newel post that was here, the newel post actually came down and swept around into a circle, and the balusters are all of the colonial revival period. We were able to find original balusters in the garage, and we have 90% of the balusters that we need to reconstruct the staircase. The treads had all been slightly modified, and the height of the risers were all changed to allow for the floors to be risen with the modern strip flooring that was installed in the 1916 period. That meant that every single riser needed to be incrementally raised, and new treads were installed. We found evidence for the treads up above at the round part of the skirt board. We have the original balusters, like I said, and with wood species analysis, we were able to determine that they are black walnut. The black walnut balusters have a stained finish on them and a varnish, and so that helps us to understand what the finish would have been like in Emily's period. Now we're going to take new black walnut and recreate balusters to match the originals. And then those will also be stained and finished so that they'll blend in together. The intent is for the old and the new to look exactly the same. What is most exciting for me is every time I come here is finding new information and new evidence that points to what was going on during Emily's lifetime. That for me is a puzzle, and I enjoy looking for the evidence, trying to interpret that evidence, and then determining what period it came from. So that is really the most exciting part. There is so much information here that is covered over and hidden underneath modern finishes, and that as we slowly strip away that modern 1916 period, we're uncovering more and more of what belonged in Emily's lifetime.